We did do it.
We flew the Millennial Falcon across the country and we completed our trip.
I miss it.
3-week cross-country expedition.
We're getting geared up for our next big series heading west. We are flying literally coast to coast across the country.
This helicopter expires in a few months, and I have to fly a total of 500 hours before then.
This is the longest trip we've ever done. It's kind of exciting to be able to do that.
2 months ago, we posted our last helicopter video, really, and it's been a while, and some of you guys have been wondering, what happened to Chris's big goal of getting to 500 hours? What happened to the helicopter? Well,
because we got to what, 451, and then it just kind of radio silence.
Well, that's because we did our trip in May/June. I have basically been working my butt off making this series for you.
She has, nonstop.
We have been basically making vlogs for this channel since January. We kind of slowed it down as we kind of have been working on our flagship series behind the scenes. So we've been kind of working on the home renovation series. How's that going?
Well, we've got one more room done.
Out of?
4.
So that's been going a lot slower than we were expecting, but be patient.
Because we're flying a helicopter across the country.
Yeah, we literally flew 100 hours in 11 weeks, I think we calculated, when normally we do between like 60 to 80 hours a year.
I can't complain.
No, you can't complain.
I love flying helicopters.
We're working on home renovation, trying to get you to 500 flight hours, and we've also been editing our newest and latest series, Heading West. We absolutely love producing these kind of polished series for you because it kind of gives us an excuse to make something fun for you to watch, but also practice our skills and put all of our camera gear through the ringer, basically, which allows us to give better product recommendations to you guys and better tutorials because we're using our gear to produce these series and we're learning along the way.
And I'd rather use the gear to make the content we make rather than focus on just the gear itself. There's plenty of channels that do focus and do that very well. That ain't us.
Like originally when we started this channel way back in 2016, I was really inspired to make a travel show, but I had no idea how to make a travel show. So we started documenting our adventures and making vlogs, and then we spent a lot of time, trying to learn how to make videos, trying to learn how to make vlogs, being comfortable on camera, and then of course, all the other things that go along with it, like making better shots, color grading, and then storytelling, which is the thing that we've been working on the most.
Yeah, and that is kind of why I really enjoy doing these big productions, because it feels very authentic to the beginnings of our YouTube channel in 2016. Again, when you were making just basically travel vlogs. It's probably not the best for our channel either. It kind of goes against the conventional wisdom of fast content. How many vlogs could we have slapped together for that trip?
Oh, a lot, like months worth.
We could have 2 to 3x the amount of content we could have put out. Unfortunately, I think a lot of social media is volume.
Yeah, we were kind of taking the opposite approach where we're slowing it down and putting way more time into videos. We're slowing the editing down, the pace of the series that this is the 4th one now. We've basically been doing one series a year since 2019. The pace is just different than a normal YouTube video. And I think that's something that's really fun about doing vlogs alongside doing these big series, is that you have the opportunity to edit fast-paced content, 5-10-minute videos, and then slowing it down and really focusing on storytelling and making these more longer series. And you guys seem to be enjoying them too, which is really fun.
I know when I'm watching YouTube, if I'm in a short content mood, I'll just watch a video that's 10 minutes. And if I see something that's 30, I'm not clicking on it. But sometimes I'm in the mood to watch something more of a TV show. I'm okay, I want all the long content.
I'm the complete opposite. If I'm going to YouTube, I'm going to the TV. And I'm looking for 30-minute videos. I want to sit down and watch a show when I watch YouTube. And that's kind of why I'm choosing people like Thomas Heaton and Jim Baird, Justin Barber, those people who are doing more series-based content, longer videos. They're a little more story-based. That's the type of content that I've been consuming and that I really like. But I understand that everyone uses YouTube differently, which is kind of why we do both vlogs and these series, once or twice a year. So we have 6 episodes of Heading West, which will be premiering on October 1st. But first, I want to take a second to thank today's sponsor, VERO, who's helped bring this series to life by supporting this channel. I have been having a bunch of fun over on VERO, posting sets of images, mixing horizontal, portrait, square photos all in one post, not being confined to that 4x5 format. It's not just another place to share images, it's actually a community as well. Here are 5 things that I love about VERO. First of all, the chronological feed 2, there is no algorithm to get sucked into. 3, it's subscription-based, so there's no data mining. This also means that it's ad-free, so you get to consume the content that you actually want to see. And 5, you get to look at and post high-quality images, which is something that we're not really able to do anywhere else.
So during the trip, we actually shot a ton of photos, so we're actually gonna be sharing some of those high-quality photos over on VERO, as well as some travel recommendations for all the spots that we hit on Heading West.
It's really cool to be able to share the things that we are passionate about, not just photography and these travel recommendations, but music, videos, movies that we're watching, and then articles from our website as well.
And speaking of travel recommendations, we're gonna be doing a big road trip to New Brunswick, Canada. So what we want you to do is share your travel recommendations for New Brunswick with the hashtag BC currently roaming over on VERO so that we can see them and then go to the places that you recommend.
Without further ado, let's roll the Heading West teaser. Is it a teaser or a trailer?
I don't remember the difference. Roll it.
In 2018, we bought a 2007 model Robinson R44 Raven 2 helicopter we named the Millennial Falcon. Having 500 flight hours left on the airframe, or 5 years before the helicopter needed to be rebuilt, we knew that the challenge of overhauling an aircraft was on the horizon. Since then, we've embarked on a few extensive cross-country voyages that have honed our skills. We flew through the wilderness all the way to Newfoundland and back, a trip without radar or readily available weather information.
I'm so nervous. I never want to do this again.
Then, we navigated New England's rugged terrain over mountains and open ocean, plus countless other side adventures that have all led us to this point. Now, the pinnacle of our adventures await, a 3-week cross-country helicopter expedition, flying the Millennial Falcon over 2,000 nautical miles across the USA from New York to California, where we will leave our timed-out aircraft for the better part of a year to be rebuilt from the ground up.
3,000 feet above the busiest airport in the world? All that you? Hey, good.
Our objective is twofold. 1, get the aircraft to the Robinson factory in California, and 2, get Chris to his 500 flight hour milestone. With just 21 days to complete the journey, we will tackle over 40 hours of flight time through 11 states. The route will offer some surprises, and will take us through some of the most challenging terrain and weather we have ever experienced. This is our journey to overhaul.
Torrance Airport information, Victor, time 2347 Zulu, wind 270 at 12, visibility 10, few clouds at 1,400, temperature 22, dew point 14.
Episode 1 of Heading West rolls out on this channel on October 1st, 10 a.m. Eastern, of course, Sundays, because we're always posting mostly on Sundays. So we're actually gonna try something new during the launch of the series.
We're gonna use the premiere function so that we can chat with you guys live when the videos drop.
Yes, so if you picked up a limited edition Heading West t-shirt or a Millennial Falcon crew neck, wear it on launch day and join us in the comments. We also won't be posting between now and October 1st as we kind of finish polishing up that series. So if you don't see anything from us over the coming months, just know that something really good is coming.
You guys know that when we go radio silent,
something's coming.
Something's about to drop.
Every Sunday, 10 a.m. Eastern, starting October 1st. You'll get episodes of Heading West, and then after that, we're gonna dive into the behind the scenes.
This is your biggest project yet. This
is massive.
I've looked at the timelines, and your brain is fried after a day of editing. I can't wait to you be done with it, because I can't wait to watch it.
Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you in the comments on October 1st. We flew the Millennial Falcon.
We've completed
across the country.
We've accomplished helicopter. Yes.
Do you know what this video is about?
Yes, this is about. This is the announcement video, the big announcement video.
We flew.
High five.
That was terrible.
So I'm looking at the lens. It's testing the mic.